Alright, I'm gonna do a quick one on this because I got a possible sale. Maybe I will let this go because the potential buyer is making me an offer I may not refuse. It's way up there, but this is a special radio, a very special one. This is the Autronics Buddy Bass TX-11B, and this is the high-powered version of that. It uses a 6146B in the final and a high-powered version of the 6L6 tube. It's actually a 7581 for the audio and a bigger oversized transformer in the transmitter part here. And if I open it up, it's not pretty in there because it's stuffed in everywhere to get all that power and audio in this small package. However, the receiver on these things is actually pretty horrible when the band is crowded. It's super regenerative, so it's actually super duper sensitive, but with that comes a cost. That this receiver receive about 8 channels wide. So if you're on 11, you'll hear like channel 7 to about 15, almost like you're on the right channel. It's that wide, or just pulls all that stuff in. And other than that, if the band is quiet, it's actually a good thing to be able to hear what's going on. But if skip is running or the band is crowded, that is not what you want to hear, all those channels. So what most people do, because this transmitter is by far the most awesome CB radio transmitter ever made. It's like a D201 on steroids, unfiltered. It's a lion. It's just a beast of a transmitter. And since the receiver kind of sucks, what most people do is they take the transmitter and they put it on their favorite Browning receiver, R27, well, or a Mark 1, Mark 2. Some people even put it on a Mark 3 receiver, but can't beat the transmitter. Receiver got good tone and everything. It's nobody out there. It's late, or else I would fire that up too and let you hear it. But I'm on a dummy load, and it's a 3-piece radio with the on-the-air light, and it was one of my keepers. I said I'd never sell it, but you never say never. And I got quite a few other, extremely hard to find collectible radios. So if I do sell it, I will miss it. But the buyer made me an offer that I will probably take if he's legitimate. But you know how people kick tires and make you offers and stuff, and you like, okay, send me the money, and people go to backstepping. So if that happens, I'll happily keep it. I don't need money. I like money, and the price he offered is what it would take for me to let it go. But if I let it go, even for the money, I'll miss this radio more than I will the money. But I'll let it go if he's legit, I guess. But anyway, I guess enough talking. Like I said, nobody's out there, and I'm on a dummy load. It's got good tone on the receive, but it receives like I say, about 4 channels, 4 or 5 at once. So most people don't even bother with the receiver. But the awesome transmitter, and again, this is the high-powered version of it. It's one of my keepers, but somebody kept saying, hey, I want to buy it. So I dug it out and hooked it up, and it's in good condition, but it's not great. It shows its age. It even had a few loose connections and stuff that I had to get right before everything fired up. It probably had been sitting for 10 years or so on the shelf as a showpiece. But anyway, hopefully everything's still going. And one more thing, it's got like one stage, tube before the final, so it doesn't have a lot of audio preamp power on its own. So this thing works better with a very high powered mic or a Dimco modulator or something to get that audio going. So the most highest powered mic I have is this Echo Max 2000, so I stuck an Echo Max on there. A regular D104 even turned up, it just doesn't quite do it justice, you know, by the way. So anyway, we're on the dummy load. I forget which watt meter I'm on. Okay, we're on the third one there, and 20 watt scale, and we're on average, and it's keying under 2 watts. Audio, talking about 15. Hello. Audio. The whistle ain't working today. A little late and I'm a little dry. So I'm dead keying 2.5. Swinging about 19 on average. And we're gonna put it on peak here. Oh. Ooh, getting stiff today. Gotta drink my water. Audio. Like I say, you know, I've had some awesome trams, you know, that talk like heck, but nothing out talks this Buddy Bass high powered version here. Okay, I'm on peak. I'm on the 200 watt scale, and I'm only doing about 23-24 watts holding on peak, but that's a 2 watt dead key. Audio. And again, this is it, the Buddy Bass infamous radio. I pretty much have every supposedly awesome radio, at least CB, you know, ever made, and to me this is by far the king. And again, I wasn't gonna let it go, but if that seller comes through and he's legit, I'll probably let it go at his offer. So the infamous, made by Autronics, Buddy Bass TX-11B and RC-11B Super-regenerative. You know, this is a very early CB radio, and Super-regenerative was the thing back then before super heterodome. And Super-regenerative has, like I said, very awesome sensitivity. It'll pull in the weak ones, but it pulls in too many channels at once. It's not selective at all. And this is also, you can put 6 crystals in here. This one does not have any crystals to go to direct channel, or you tune in the receive up here. Even though it's a 2-piece, there's no ping to it, and it's very sterile. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of pieces and parts and buttons and stuff to play with. Just RF gain, squelch, and volume. No ANL, no noise blankers, no none of that. And same on the transmitter. You just got a power switch that turns on both the transmitter and the receiver. The receiver is actually very light because all the transformer and power supply stuff is in the transmitter, and you just have that and the calibrate. I'm pretty sure the calibrate just sends a signal so you can tune in the receiver to where the transmitter is, and 23 channel direct crystal controlled, and speaker and on the air light. You can barely see it. I got a lot of light on in this place because tram doctor's getting old and can't see. But anyway, that's a quick transmit demo anyway of the infamous Buddy Bass. Maybe tomorrow when people are out there, I'm gonna see if I can run the Buddy Bass into the firecracker, into the Loudon boomer, because I think that ought to be fun with, you know, that audio going into a little 6LQ6 Firecracker 50 Transil made by the same people who make the Nitro 300, and putting that into the Loudon boomer. So I'm going to put a firecracker into a Loudon boomer, but maybe that'll be for tomorrow. Alright, that's it for this one. Bye.